Salam sejahtera. Menghadap Duli Yang Maha Mulia Sultan Sarafuddin Idris Shah Al-Haj Imni, Almarhum Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah Al-Haj, Sultan Selangor, Councillor, University Putra, Malaysia. Ampun Tuanku, please allow me to continue my speech in English. I respectfully and gratefully acknowledge my honorary doctorate in management by His Royal Highness. I seek for His Royal Highness's permission to convey my greetings to the attending audience. Yang Bahagia Tan Sri Dato Sri Lim Alek, University Putra Malaysia, Pro-Chancellor. Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Muhammad Baki Saleh, University Putra Malaysia, Pro-Chancellor. Yang Berbahagia Academician Emeritus Professor Tan Sri Dato Dr. Syed Jalaluddin Syed Halim, University Putra, Pro-Chancellor. Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Gahuth Jamson, Chairman, University Putra Malaysia, Board of Directors. Yang Berbahagia Professor Datin Paduka Dato Dr. Aini Idris, University Putra Malaysia, Vice Chancellor. Public universities, Vice Chancellors, public universities, Vice Chancellors and Rectors, member of the Board and Senate, most important, graduates of today's University Putra Malaysia's 43rd Convocation Ceremony, Tan Sri, Puan Sri, Dato, Datin, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to University Putra Malaysia for selecting me as the recipient of the honorary doctorate in management at this year's convocation ceremony. University Putra is very special to me for many reasons, and so I'm going to try something today, my first ever pantun. So I apologize if it's not completely correct. University Putra, nama gemilang. Asia, jenama cemalang. Anugerah ini akan saya kenang. Inspirasi ada, jadi manusia terbilang. Tony Fernandes di sini bukan usaha seorang. Ribuan All-Stars kerja bersama. Ini rahsia manajemen Cemalang. Pandangan semua sentiasa diutama. Tiket murah, bisnes kami. Membawa jutaan orang terbang. Kesana, kesini. Segalanya bermula dari mimpi. Jangan takut, mimpi terbang tinggi. Many years ago, I came here for a speech which became very viral, and I gave some free tickets. Today, because His Royal Highness is here, no free tickets. I am thrilled to be here. University Putra has been very dear to my heart. And firstly, I'd like to congratulate the university themselves. Second best university in Malaysia, 13th best in Asia. And the 13th means a lot to me. When I started AirAsia with Kamaruddin and Aziz Bakar, who is also alumni from University Putra, we started with 2 planes. Never did I believe we would grow as fast as we have. 18 years ago, we had 2 planes and 200 staff and carried 200,000 passengers. 18 years later, like University Putra, we are the 13th largest airline in the world, have 29,000 staff, and carry 100 million passengers a year. As I always say, dare to dream. And that is my first message to everyone here graduating. Dream. it's okay to dream. And from some dreams come some amazing stories. If you don't dream, if you don't take risk, if you never try, you will never know. You don't want to sit there at 55 and say, I wish I did it. It's too late. Can't press that rewind button. So go out there and dream, take a chance, take some risks. And if you fail, you fail. Try again. Because life is great. We live in an amazing country that anything is possible. I was selling dangdut music. I was the dangdut king, actually, in Warner Music. And Melina, Masidayu were all my artists. And now I'm a dangdut star in the air. So anything is possible if you put your mind to it. And that's what I want all of you to really take from today's message, that anything is possible if you put your mind to it. When I went to boarding school at the age of 13, I had never been to England before. My father came to me and said, you're going to boarding school. I thought that sounded an interesting concept. I was sent off to Subang Airport, the world's best airport, far better than KLIA2. And I was in my school uniform, my one Samsonite bag, and a badge saying unaccompanied minor. Half of Damansara Heights came to see me off, so I felt very cool. But as I boarded the plane to London, the coolness started to wear off. And when I arrived in London, Heathrow Airport was huge compared to Subang. And I had never seen so many white people in my life. It's not so bad now. Now when you arrive in London, most people are Indian. So you feel quite at home. I went to boarding school and I thought, what have I done wrong in my life? It seems such a bleak and inhospitable place. And we were given a box. It was called a tuck box, where you put all your life's possessions in this box. At an age of 13, I decided to put 3 stickers actually, on my box, which were my dreams as a 13-year-old. On the left-hand side of the box was a Qantas Airlines sticker, because my dream was always to start an airline. I had an amazing mother who sold Tupperware, and 2 of her sisters are here today. And I learned so much from her. And she used to fly all over Malaysia selling Tupperware, getting more people to buy Tupperware. You know, we used to compose songs. I got a Tupper feeling up in my head, buy more Tupperware, buy more Tupperware, buy more Tupperware. And from that, I fell in love with planes, because we would fly all over, and I was a plane spotter. So my dream was not to be a pilot, but to own an airline. In the middle sticker was a Formula One team called Williams, because I love motor racing, and I wanted to own a Formula One team one day. And finally, on the right-hand side was my passion, which was football, and I used to support a football club called West Ham United. So that was my dream when I was a 13-year-old. About 15, 16 years ago, my best friend from school said, hey, I found your tuck box. And I said, oh, great, send it over. And on my tuck box, when it came to my house in London, it was very emotional for me, because I saw the 3 stickers that was on the tuck box, which were my dreams as a 13-year-old. Obviously, I have started AirAsia. I owned a Formula One team, which was a disaster. We lost most of our races, though I beat Richard Branson. But it didn't matter to me that I failed. The whole purpose was that I did it. I sat on the same grid with Ferrari, McLaren, and Williams. And I don't regret one moment. I couldn't afford to watch Formula One. I used to be on the outside of Brands Hatch, looking in to Formula One. And there I was on the first day of the race on the track. And on the right-hand side was West Ham. And now me and Kamarudin and Ruben, we own Queen's Park Rangers. Not a complete disaster. We are 3 points away from getting promoted to the Premier League and playing with teams I hate, like Manchester United. But imagine when I grew up, I used to listen to football on the radio. There was no Astro, there was no live TV. It used to be BBC World Service. And for those of you who are old enough, it was shortwave radio. So you had to hold the radio by the cooker, upside down, by your fridge to get the best reception. And there I was, fast forward, sitting in the Etihad Stadium for the last game of the season, Manchester City versus Queen's Park Rangers. And if Man City won, they became champions. And if Man City lost, Manchester United became champions. And me and Kamarudin were sitting there saying, this is a dream. And it was a dream. And if I get hit by a bus tomorrow, and there are many people who would like to drive that bus, I would have lived a great life and had no regrets. And so I urge all of you to go out there and dream, to go out there and live life to the full. Sometimes as Malaysians are negative and we blame government, we blame so many people. But really it's up to you. If you put your heart and mind into it, you can achieve anything you want to do. And that is fact. You are the owner and the decider of your fate. Go out there and live in this amazing country. Be positive. Life is much more fun when you're positive. And go out there and reach for the sky. Be a winner. No one remembers those who come second. And no one remembers those who come third. They remember the winners. So be the very best in whatever you do and dream. As I always say, dare to dream, believe the unbelievable, and never take no for an answer. I end my speech by thanking His Royal Highness once again for his presence here today to confer me with an honorary doctorate degree. My hope and vision is that University Putra Malaysia will continue to prosper under the auspices of His Royal Highness. Ampun Tuanku. Congratulations and thank you very much.